it makes no sense. So I'm hoping that this one actually does work and that I get to stream tournament matches for you guys, because the thing that also doesn't work is the... Ooh. The thing that also doesn't work is the fact that we didn't get a room invite for matches, so that doesn't help either. So basically, technical issues all around. I'm going to take away the preview so you can look at my pretty garage. And meanwhile, we are waiting for stuff to just happen. I'm just going to make an announcement on my server real quick. This is not a relaxing way to start the whole weekend stuff. It's very tiring and annoying. And I just want things to work. It shouldn't be this difficult to just stream some games. I did understand from Bushka, by the way, that YouTube is having issues with switching over from the old sort of system that they used to the new one. So it could be that that is why everything is going haywire right now. But I just wish that things worked as they should, because I'm just here for the tournament battles. Which we don't have either, because I didn't get a room invite. But I know that Brian also didn't get a room invite. So basically we're both screwed there. So I'm just trying to keep up with Discord. So yesterday when I was testing the whole link stuff, it was just working fine through that. Again, sorry, just a little bit distracted because I want to get things set up as properly as I can. Because I have a feeling that with the events not working as they should, that means that all my links are probably duds and that YouTube won't accept them. Because it's just weird. And it's very frustrating when systems don't work as they should. Because all my settings are right. Nothing has changed there. It's just YouTube doesn't accept the data. Restream sees my stream just fine. That's no problem. So it is OBS sending it and Restream receiving it. But YouTube refuses to do anything with it. And not just that. If I try to stream directly through YouTube, it does the same thing. As in, it doesn't do it. So I know that it's not just me. And it's not Restream or OBS. It's really YouTube that is mucking about, let's put it that way. Meanwhile, I'm a little sick, so I sound more nasal than I usually do. My apologies for that. I hope to keep all the sickness away from you guys. And like I said, I'm just really, really hoping that YouTube works now. In about less than a minute, when how we will find out whether or not YouTube decides to work for me. So fingers crossed there. This kind of stuff is so frustrating. And again, combined with the room invite not happening, that also doesn't help. But at least it means that we are not missing epic matches because my technology is not working as it should. So that's something at least. It means that we can look at this pretty tank that I still need to drive and see if I want. It does look quite nice, doesn't it? A bit weird with the whole net thing here. But it does look quite nice. I like my Fury better though. So in 7 seconds, YouTube will decide whether or not it likes me. Or whether it decides to hate me altogether. So fingers crossed there. Come on, YouTube. See, this works just fine. This works as it should. And I don't understand why. It's so frustrating. But at least I can go live and people, the in-game link won't work, but people going to my channel will get there. I'm just waiting for YouTube to start streaming now. There's a 5-minute delay on everything, so that makes it quite annoying. to test things, because that means that only after 5 minutes do I know whether or not something has actually worked or not. But this one works just fine. So I'm actually quite happy that the new link works. And now I just need to wait for a room invite so that I can actually have some tournament games for you guys. Again, trying to keep up with... One of my moderators said, neither link is working. I was like, oh god, not this. But it's actually working for him now. The second link, that is. Like I said, we are waiting for a room invite. I have no idea why I didn't get one. I should have gotten one. And I hope that that means that we will get one for the next invite thingy, I hope. Because we are missing some fun matches from fun clans. Next one should be up in about 20 minutes. So that means that I will be just playing you a replay or two. Just to pass the time. And then hopefully we will be able to see some matches, because it's quite useless to have a tournament stream without any tournament matches, isn't it? So I'm going to go to my replay channel, and I got one for you in a tank that I really, really want, but that I don't have yet. So let's have a look, see what happens. Oh my god, Dwarf. Dwarf just called me snotty. He's not wrong, mind you. I'm actually sick. I'm just hoping that things will work as they should. And if they do, I'll be all too happy. In the meantime, I'm trying to get the YouTube chat to cooperate with me, because YouTube really hates me right now, that is. But yeah, this is a tank that I really want to have. And I can't wait for it to come back to the store. I've got a ton of gold saved for it. And I'm just hoping that it will come in the form of gold and not for money, because that would make things a lot more complicating. And hold down, this thing is such a monster, and I absolutely adore it. It's so much fun. No, you can't shoot it like that. See? Told you. But yeah, this is a tank. It's probably the most rare tank in the game, except for maybe the Cunny and the T95E6. Batchat in a little bit of trouble. And our guy is repositioning himself. Yeah, no. I want to say a naughty word, but yeah, no Ooh, Leo 1 appeared. Don't get stuck against a rock. Go for him, go for him. Load HE and go for him. Nice fun effect of the Leos that you can just shoot it in the face and steal pen. HE, HE. Not aimed at all. And that's a better HE. There we go. Aw, thank you, Mahmoud. That's so sweet of you. G54. Ooh. People are getting upset at the team. Our guy has a friend and is bouncing shit like a pro. And I said the word anyway, but okay. There we go. And oh, this tank is just so lovely. If I had the thousands to spend to try and get it on the Christmas event, I probably would have. Yeah, slightly over-angled there. But he's done quite some nice damage already. Now he just has to be careful not to get shot. And I think he's doing a good job going back here. This is probably not the side that I would go to, but okay. Because basically he's now abandoning his teammate, and that's not something that I think is a good thing, because you knew that those guys were there. It does help if you aim. There's sniper mode for a reason. Ooh, nice little fire, even if it doesn't kill him. He's in a really nice position right now. He just needs to play it carefully because of the object. There we go. 5.3k damage. We have a bad shot that is left. Fix your gun, fix your tracks. There you go. He listened. But where is the object? Ooh, and time also. Not much time left. Oh god, I do hope that the stream holds up, to be honest. Where's the object? There we go. They have just over a minute left. And I don't think he's coming to cap the base. The E50 that is. Because they will need to cap together if they want to do this. But where's the guy? There he is. "50 seconds left to go." There we go, teamwork. Ooh, that was a close one. I don't agree with all the decisions that were made, but it worked out quite nicely, and the E50 was actually a perfect teammate, so to speak. Still no infight. And we have about 10 minutes left to go. Well, 30 minutes left to go before the match should begin. So let's see what else I have for you. I'm just really relieved that the stream itself is working. Because that would make it really bad if that also not worked. But at least the stream is working. Oh, that kind of stuff just really freaks me out. And let's see what else I can stream for you replay wise. Oh, this is a tank that I haven't looked at for quite a while. So let me go and show you that. Jagdtiger was my first tier 9 tank. And it was the tank... Well, the Ferdinand actually told me that I should spend money to get free XP and XP the parts that I can with that. And after that I got a Jagdtiger. And I don't think I free XP'd all the parts, but I did free XP the gun after a match or two. And it's just... I dislike that with all the tanks that we've gotten so far is that tanks like this become less important. It works less. And it still has the accuracy. It's still a lovely tank, but it's not as competitive as it used to be. Batchat doing an ace job spotting the other Batchat. No idea how the E3 is not hitting that T54. That takes skill. Load HE, there you go. Ooh, Batchat got massacred. Oof, how do you bounce on a Batchat? It's not all that easy. That being said, I did... Why would you say that? Come on. Yeah, I agree. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Unlike the Batchat is now showing us. Now, where is he going? You don't want an AMX in your bum. Ooh. I do love the accuracy of the Jagdtiger though. Maybe not the way that it's not doing enough damage here. And the kill is being stolen by the E3 that is being very pro this game. There we go, and that's just the VK left. Wow, people are so polite in this game. That's just bad. Ooh, there's a corpse here. And he over-angled. Nicely done. No, Chris. Why do you do that? Nice ace, though. I just wish people were more polite. Because it's so useless to be rude like that. Still no room in the fight. Let's see if we have a score yet. We know the Russians were coming, and they came, and they saw, and they conquered. And we have purple, that got a point. But let's see how Pincer is doing. Pincer lost to purple. Then we have the Resistance. That is still going up against Void. Cursed, let's see. They lost to the Russians. And that means that we have Mac and Abrams left, I believe. And they're still going. So they are in the tiebreaker. This is actually something that I noticed on EU. that the moment that the tiebreaker was over, the room invite for the next match was already there. So that is not something that I think is good, because there's actually too little time between the matches and the actual next round that way. So technically speaking, so when the battle starts, you have, in this case, you have exactly the same time, I think. Yeah, like 26 minutes. So that includes 4 minutes waiting time. Well, actually, it should work, but it was just very shortly after one another. So I'm just waiting now for the room invite. That should be up in 2 minutes. And then we will see. I just really hope we get one, because otherwise there's not much point in streaming. I can't play PC for you guys because I'm absolutely horrible at it. So that's not something you should want. So in 20-30 seconds thereabouts, we will find out if I get a room invite or not. Fingers crossed. Because now that I finally have the stream technical difficulties out of the way, it would be very nice if the game cooperated with us. Dun 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 dun. I even checked my other NA account to make sure that the room invite didn't get there. But when I heard that Brian didn't get one either, then I knew it wasn't just me. And I think that... Nope, no room invite again. Let's see. No room invite for the second match either. Just sending that to the stream chat. I think they forgot to put our name to these things. I hate that there's a dog in here and you can't see it. You hear it all the time, but you don't see it. I also find the fact that the butterflies and moths literally disappear into thin air very questionable. And every time someone crosses that bridge, it looks like they will collide with the truck over there. But they don't. And there's party music somewhere, which I think is also weird, because if you're on a stealth mission and you're transporting tanks, would you use party music? So let's check again. We should have the room invite like a minute and a half ago, but it's not there. The funny thing is that it does say that we're live, but they actually forgot to put a name to it, I think. So that does not help matters. So we wait somewhat impatiently and see how it goes. So this is like the ideal night for me. Getting up at 2 AM, streaming at 3 AM, having the stress of trying to understand why YouTube does not accept my data, but does work fine with a new link. And then coming into the game, not getting a room invite, all that kind of stuff is just like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? And being sick with that doesn't help either. And not just non-sick, I just have the flu now on top of everything else, so yeah. I just really just want a room invite, so I can stream the battles for you guys. But so far we are only looking at the scores, and not much else to say for you. So these are the teams that have 1 point now. In the end, we will see 16 points here in total, because there's 4 matchup tonight and 3 tomorrow. And we just have to wait and probably look at the scoreboard to see what is happening. So yeah. I'm just waiting for the battle to have definitely commenced before I start showing you other replays. I need to dig them up first, that as well. I always forget when the update is. So I'm going to probably have some dud replays and try and play them somehow. But yeah, a room invite would definitely be nice now. Half a minute. And then we will definitely not enter the battle. So, yeah. The weather is nice, isn't it? It's actually dark here because, well, it's night. And I've actually no idea what the weather is like. It feels quite warm. But because I live on a very busy road, I actually have all my windows closed right now, because otherwise you would hear a lot of traffic sound, even at this time of night. So when I'm not streaming, I have pretty much all the windows open. But not when I'm streaming, because then you would just hear too much noise. Then even the microphone would just catch too much. So let's see, do we... Nope, they've started. We didn't get to go with them. So let's see what else I can show you. I have a waffle replay that may or may not work, because it may or may not have been from before the update. Ah, it works. From one of our recruits. So let's all judge him by his behavior and decide whether or not he can enter the clan with that. Nah, that's not actually how we work. We, Ew, I need to see that. No, wait. There we go. Ooh, no, that is not a good name. How can you compliment that, honestly? Okay, that's the fun part of having 3 Borsies and not saying which one you have. Meanwhile, just saw the joke in the chat. Oh, that's bad. That is so bad. Oof. And that is the end of that Borsieg. I honestly don't get why people get rude or chatty like that. It's not looking well. There we go. I actually like how he's driving the waffle. He's not camping. He's staying back, but he's not like going to a spot and just staying there just to camp. He's being quite forward in his playstyle, and I like that. I honestly love... I like the waffle, but I don't like people playing it usually, because they just hang back. We are missing a Borsieg. Nah. Borsieg appearing. Ooh, that's helpful. Yeah, definitely lag. I saw that. But it is working. There we go. A nice stealing shot to end with. And I actually just heard that Brian has stopped his stream because of the no room invites, and I think that's actually a good call to make. Because this is quite useless either. We're just waiting for the rooms and then not getting an invite. So I think I'm gonna follow his example, have a very short stream. At least we know the stream stuff works if I restart everything. And I'm just going to remake all the links and hope Wargaming can fit them into the game before the next matches. So thank you all for your patience. Sorry I can't give you any games because no room invites, which makes it hard to follow tournament games. And I'll be seeing you guys in 9.5 hours for the next NA stream. Like I said, I'm remaking all the links, so I'll be posting new links on my Discord for the actual tournament links. And I'll see you guys then, hopefully. Good night, thank you all for your patience again. I'm sorry I can't give you any tournament games because, well, I don't get to go there. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.